Howdy, folks. Howdy. Welcome to another edition of Black Dragon Biker News Network. Biker news, of course, that you can trust. And as always, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in from wherever it is in the world that you happen to be. Uh, Incredible news this morning. And it seems that uh, we're going to have some kind of a Waco incident every couple of years, um, no matter what we do. It's like we can't get away from it. It's that part about this that is really difficult uh, to understand or explain. You just don't know why this kind of stuff happens. Uh, we have a tendency in our biker world. The fact of the matter is that sometimes you get all these alpha men together, and clubs just don't get along, and the result is a horrible tragedy. I mean, a horrible tragedy, and we don't we want all clubs to get along. We want kumbaya. We want those kinds of things, and it just looks like it's not possible in in our society. Well, it's not possible in any society. Um, you can see just no matter what, you can see these countries don't get along, people don't get along, neighborhoods don't get along, families don't get along. So I first of all I want to say thank you to the folks that sent me this story, and the way that this story first started was three people killed in a shootout. And when the first story was first sent to me, I sent back a message to the person that sent me the story saying, "Is this even have anything to do with bikers?" And he said, "Yeah, it does. They just haven't mentioned that yet, and they are. But just go ahead and do a Facebook search on the names of the people that they listed as dead." And then it started to become apparent, and not long after, um, we could see that there was a shootout between rival motorcycle clubs in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and we're going to take a look at a little bit of video on this. And let me just share this screen, and we'll start with this story. And I don't know if I have the stories in order, but as they came out, it was some information with less information, then more and more. But anyway, uh, posted March 21st at 4:03, then updated later at 6:11 p.m. New information about the shootout. In fact, okay, so this is a newer one. Let me go over here. Uh, uh, I'm trying to find one of the first ones. I know that here they said biker gang. The first one didn't say anything about biker gangs at all. Let's check this one out. Maybe this is it. So we'll start with this video here. I thought I had the whole story. Okay, here we go.
Homicide on Owen. Let's get to WRAL's Leslie Moreno. She just arrived at the scene of this homicide on Owen Drive. Leslie, what is the latest?
Julian, a very active scene. We've got a lot going on here. This all happened right here at this parking lot. Let me step out of the way so you can take a look at the scene here. This is at the Baymont Inn on Owen Drive. Officials confirm this is a homicide. Several people shot and seriously injured. A total of 4 people were shot. One pronounced dead on scene. Another died at Cape Fear Valley Hospital. We know 2 others have life-threatening injuries. This all happened just before 9 o'clock. Detectives, as you can see, have this entire area blocked off. We also see forensics here on scene, and it looks like they're trying to piece all of this together, gathering as much evidence as they can. They are asking that if anyone has any information, they do call Crime Stoppers right away. We are working on gathering more details. We'll bring those to you as we have them. Julian.
So as you can see, that's how it first started. And this was the first message that I got as it started coming into me, which was there was a fatal shooting and 2 people were dead. This was before they knew there were 3 people dead. And it's just kind of, I was like, dude, why are you sending this to me? Does this even have anything to do with bikers? And he was like, oh, yeah, it does. Just go check out the names. So I had to go and find what he was talking about. And uh, there was another article that listed the names. So uh, this isn't that article, but we will go to this one next. Fayetteville, North Carolina, a confrontation between 4 rival biker gangs, 4 rival motorcycle clubs, led to a shooting at a Fayetteville hotel that left 3 dead and more injured, the police said Monday evening. Police said officers responded about 8:50 p.m. Saturday to the Baymont Ramada located at 1707 Owen Drive there in Fayetteville. William Franklin Davis Jr., 42, of Fayetteville, died at the scene. Keith Allen Dickey, 37, of Lumber Bridge. Donald Dillenbeck, 49, of Vestal, New York, were both taken to the hospital and later died. 3 others were hurt and treated at the hospital, police said. According to investigators, the shooting stemmed from a confrontation between the Hells Angels, Red Devils, infamous Ryders, and La Familia motorcycle clubs. We say, the article says, motorcycle gangs. CBS 17 talked to a cousin of the youngest person who died, and he was in disbelief. He said, I just kept expecting him to call home and tell me some awesome story that happened. So, and that, that hasn't happened. He's not going to be coming back home. So police say that investigators are reviewing hundreds of hours of private security camera footage, license plate reader data, and city-owned cameras, but no arrests have been made yet. So you do know that they have these license plate reader things stationed all over the place. And so when some sort of criminal activity happens, they might not have cameras on the scene, or the cameras might not be working, whatever the case may be. But as you're running away and trying to get away or whatever, they have so many cameras set up, and they just draw this ring and they say, okay, in 5 minutes they can be here, in 10 minutes there, 15 minutes here, whatever. And then they start looking at those cameras, and they catch a whole lot of people like that. So we're going to look at this video of the situation, which will give us a little bit more information. Hopefully they don't throw me to a commercial. They did. Hold on, let me kill the volume, and I will wait till their commercial is over. Hold on a second here. So police are asking anyone who witnessed this to call in on their number 910-729-2525. Okay, here we go. I've got the video back, and here we go with the feed.
8 hours and still no arrests in a deadly shooting at a hotel.
In fact, 3 men were killed, 3 others injured outside of the Baymont Ramada. That's on Owen Drive. CBS Justin Moore's live for us tonight. And Justin, you talked with one of the relatives of one of those victims. That's right. I talked to the.
See if I can't get rid of that static.
Cousin, 37-year-old Keith Dickey, and he is still in disbelief about what happened. He says he has no idea why someone would kill his cousin. Blake Stalker never imagined he would receive. Someone shot and killed his cousin, 37-year-old Keith Dickey, who's also an Army veteran. That's what I'm expecting you to call and come home and tell me. That's an awesome story that happened. Dickey was one of 3 men shot and killed outside the Baymont Ramada in Fayetteville. Police say the shooting happened just before 9 o'clock Saturday night in the parking lot. 3 others were injured as well.
He's one of the nicest people that I've met. I'm sure off his back kind of guy. He's going to go out with everybody wanted to kill him.
Stalker says Dickey went for a ride on his motorcycle on Saturday and never came back. Police won't confirm or deny if the shooting has anything to do with the fight between motorcyclists. Some witnesses say they saw. Stalker wouldn't say if his cousin was part of any biker group.
I'd rather not comment on that.
Forensics teams spend Monday back outside the hotel. Starker says his cousin, who is also a father of a young son, didn't deserve his life to be taken so soon.
Justice finds him.
Now, if anyone heard or seen anything relating to this shooting, you're urged to call Crime Stoppers, and that number is 910-483-TIPS. Live in Fayetteville.
Okay, so you guys say I had some volume trouble. That's because I took it off of the external speaker and put it on the internal speaker, and I thought that would actually make it louder. So sorry about that, folks. That was the second one that we have this
Justin Moore,
morning.
CBS 17 News.
All right.
So we'll go back to the external speaker. Sorry about that, folks. I was just trying to make it better. So that was the cousin of one of the guys that was killed, the youngest guy, who was 37. So, to me, 37 years old is a baby. That's still a baby. That's somebody that hasn't seen any of life, really. I mean, you've seen some life. I remember when I thought 30 years old was old and ancient, I was like, I'm 30 now. And I'd always start off the sentence with, I'm 30 now. And I'll be 59 next month. Man, if I died at 37, there would have never been a Black Dragon Biker TV, because I didn't start that till 5 years ago. So, gee, I'm just just heart-stricken for the folks that are left having to live through this. The family that has to live through this. It's sad. So this was the last article that I have in this story. Shootout between rival motorcycle gangs outside Fayetteville hotel left 3 dead and 3 injured. So this is even a newer update. New information about a shootout in Fayetteville over the weekend left 6 people shot and 3 people dead, and reveals the trigger of the shootings may have started hours earlier. So now we get into a little bit more information about it. Police believe the shooting of 6 people in the parking lot of the Bay. Oh, and I want to tell you, the first article that I saw, the police were saying, we don't believe this is a random shooting. So they were holding back. So now in this article, we learn more. Police believe the shooting of the 6 people in the parking lot of the Baymont Ramada Hotel was not random. Investigators have now confirmed the shooting was between 2 rival motorcycle clubs, according to Police Chief Gina Hawkins. The incident could have been continued to a fight at a convenience store near the hotel that took place several hours before. Robert Hamilton, a clerk at the store, described the scene outside the store just a few hours before gunfire erupted in the parking lot of the Baymont Hotel. So this is his story about what he saw, and this could have led to the incident. Let's hope that we can get it without some sort of commercial. Nope, can't get it without a commercial. Let me kill the sound for a second here. Get this commercial past us. Bring me back. There we go. I'm back. So this is just give me a second here. It's only going to last a few seconds, and I think we are past it. Okay, here we go. Here we go right here.
Hell's Angels, Red Devils, the infamous Ryders, and La Familia.
Here we go.
Hell's Angels, Red Devils, the infamous Ryders, and La Familia. Fayetteville police now say it was those rivalry gangs, those motorcycle gangs, that turned deadly last week.
6 people were hurt in the shootout and 3 of them died. WREL's Fayetteville reporter Gilbert Bays spoke with Police Chief Gina Hawkins about the string of events that led up to those deaths.
It was Saturday afternoon, about 5:30, and a whole bunch of guys were out here.
Robert Hamilton is describing what happened outside his convenience store just hours before gunfire erupted in the parking lot of the Baymont Ramada Hotel on Owen Drive. His store is located right next to the hotel.
I was behind the counter at the time, so all I saw was them fighting outside the window, and I immediately called 911.
Hamilton says several of the men rode motorcycles. Sources close to the investigation tell me the shooting that took place about 3 hours later in the hotel's parking lot was between rival motorcycle clubs. Several shell casings were recovered. Police spent today combing the area looking for more evidence. Hamilton says the men who fought outside his store looked like they were really trying to hurt each other.
Did you see any guns, or was any shots or anything fired here?
None fired here.
Police have released the names of the 3 people who died. 37-year-old Keith Dickey lived in Lumberbridge. 42-year-old William Davis Sr. was from Fayetteville. And 49-year-old Donald Dellenbeck's home is in Veston, New York. We're told 2 of the 3 other victims have life-threatening injuries. Investigators are using cameras located around town to identify possible suspects in the shootings. Anyone with information is asked to contact Fayetteville Police. In Fayetteville, Gilbert Bays, WREL News.
So, as you can see, they don't know. They just know the names of the clubs or suspected names of the clubs that, or the suspected clubs that might be involved, but they don't know much about.
WREL's Leslie Moreno. She just
stop stealing my channel. There's a lot that they don't know yet, and so they're trying to depend on the public, and they're going to find, I mean, they're going to find out something. They've got these cameras all over the place. They're going to find out something. But, you know, I have to, you don't know what makes this stuff happen, but I'll be damned if we don't have a Twin Peaks every few years. We don't have a Laughlin, Nevada, a Twin Peaks, or something going on, and it hurts. It hurts everyone involved. It hurts the club. It hurts the image. It hurts the image of all bikers, and it hurts the families. Most importantly, who have to carry on without a father, without a son, without a daughter, without an uncle, without a niece, without an auntie, without a mama. And we just have to find a better way, if that's possible, to get along. It's tough. So the news is going to jump all over these things. This is going to make headlines. It sells papers. It sells ads. You saw many ads. And it's always funny to me how Google will shut down a monetization for a stream like this. There was a year and a half when I posted this kind of stuff where Google would demonetize it immediately, saying that there was no commercials and that there was no ads that could be sold. While on the same platform, you have the news agencies running this stuff and running commercial after commercial after commercial after it. They make a lot of money every time somebody screws up, and they get to run this stuff on the news. And this is what they're looking for. This is the stories that generate. I would ask that motorcycle clubs think about this kind of stuff, and try to not engage in this, to be the bigger side and turn around and walk away. We have people that we have to bury now, that their families have to bury them. And so, like, one of the moderators on my channel and longtime listener, and just like the super mom of the channel, she just takes care of everybody. Her name is Lissa, and this is just typical of something for her to say, as she is the person that looks out for everybody on the channel, and also uh, on our Discord channel. She's always the one. And then she says again, thoughts and prayers for the families and friends dealing with this, and I'll add, tragic situation. And she says, this is so very tragic. So I guess I didn't have to add that. She had already said it. So anyway, we're going to be prayerful for the folks. Good afternoon over there in Ireland, Gadget. And prayerful for those motorcycle clubs that lost good brothers. 3 people are no longer with us, one just 37 years old. So let's respect life, and be prayerful for the people, the 3 people that were shot and injured and taken to the hospital as well, as they are part of our community, and we don't want anything bad to happen to any of them. Oh boy, very tragic. And I hate reporting these stories. I get all emotional and stuff, like a little girl. I'd be wanting to cry and stuff. I'm like, I hate it, man. I just hate it. Riding motorcycles is so damn fun. And riding motorcycles with the people that you love is funner. And doing it in the context of a motorcycle club is funnest. And it is something I've done for the last more than 30 some years of my life, bro. And I just can't stand it when any of my brothers get hurt in any kind of way. It just rips me apart. And then I can't stand it when other motorcycle club brothers get hurt. You know, we are a club that takes no sides. Like we are Australia. We have friends in all those clubs. So when you guys start fighting, stop it, dog. When you guys start fighting, it hurts us all. Because, you know, we hurt for you all. Anyway, I'm from Glasgow, Scotland, UK. I would like to ask, I don't know. I don't know the question. Does the Outlaws have MC 1%er here in Glasgow? I don't know. I have no idea. But I will tell you, I love Glasgow. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful city that I used to go to all the time as I was stationed in the submarine Navy. And we would go to Holyloch, Scotland, and then take a train to Glasgow. That was beautiful. Train stations were the biggest ones I'd ever seen in my life at that time. And then everybody drives on the wrong side of the road, which was crazy to me. As long as clubs are forced to be under other clubs, one club's actions will shed a bad light on all clubs until each club is allowed to be fully independent. That is, there's something to be said about that. Riding is fun. I almost died and healed up and got back on. It's now the same without a bike. I'm a lone rider. SSW Custom Sewing says, that's why I got into bikes. It was about having fun with friends and making friends. Yeah, well, we just get it. We just get it screwed up. What's up to Australia, man? It's really cool to have all these countries on the show. We need to teach each other respect, how to respect life, mentor young patches to sit and talk things out. And I just sometimes sometimes it's really tough because they don't be listening. But somebody's taking up for my dog. He heard somebody outside. Now he's at the door. I tell you what, this Malinois, it's just, he needs a damn job. He's so overprotective, like nothing can move outside, and it's crazy. You guys remember when I found this damn dog, or he found me? It's just crazy. He is so over obsessive about everything, bro. I just put a video up about me trying to beat up my girlfriend. You know, I was just throwing her around a little bit, and the dog almost killed me. We were just funning. You guys see that video? Crazy. And then the little one has always been overprotective of her, so it was just ridiculous. I almost got attacked by both my dogs. All right, folks. I think I have everybody's comment out this morning. I appreciate you guys so much. Say prayers up for those clubs. They're going to need some prayers right now. They're going to need some love. If you know those people, call them and love on them, and have some respect for their privacy and their dignity. And if you know those families, have some respect for their privacy and dignity as well. I'm Black Dragon. That's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning in. Love, peace, and let's stay away from these biker melees, man. They're just too much to deal with. I'm Black Dragon. Thanks for tuning in and Get Skinny. Get the book.
Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book.